In Episode 6, the Penguin dives deep into the gritty world of Gotham's criminal underworld, showing just how ruthless and desperate people can become. This episode is all about power moves, betrayals, and shifting alliances, as Oz and Sofia wage an all-out war over control of the city.
We started with 2 buckets. 2 fucking buckets, that's it. And now it's grown into an underground empire.
Episode 6 begins with Oz, now entrenched in Gotham criminal underground, growing his empire with a new drug called Bliss. Unlike typical power moves, Oz strategically uses the abandoned underground railway as his base, making it both difficult to locate and symbolic of his connection to the city's underbelly. His criminal network is now bolstered by some of Gotham's biggest gangs who distribute Bliss, making it a lucrative business and a reflection of Oz's growing influence. However, this rapid expansion brings challenges. Victor, his trusted partner, warns Oz that if their operation base is discovered, the consequences could be catastrophic. This growing tension between expansion and risk foreshadows the fragile nature of Oz's control and hints that cracks may soon appear in his empire.
So he's got nothing. He takes everything from me, and he's got nothing.
While Oz strengthens his power, Sofia Falcone and Salvatore Maroni are gearing up to dismantle it. Maroni is now living in Sofia's mansion, a clear display of their alliance and mutual objective. Maroni remains skeptical of Sofia's beliefs that the Triads will stay loyal to her. He's confident they'll side with Oz as long as Bliss is in play. To make a statement, Sofia henchmen kill Oz's distributors and hang them publicly, marking the gruesome display as a clear warning. This ruthless act signifies just how far Sofia is willing to go to send a message. Oz's response, however, is surprising. He floods the city with free Bliss, asserting that no act of violence will control him. This back and forth raises the stakes for both characters, creating a tense atmosphere as each tries to outmaneuver the other.
I need you to help me. You gotta help me die.
Help you die? Jeez, I ain't thinking straight.
While Oz maintains a fierce exterior in the streets, his personal life is unraveling in heartbreaking ways. His mother, Frances, is deteriorating from dementia, and her mental state is worsening with each passing day. She's reached the point where she asks Oz to help her die before the illness fully consumes her. Oz, despite his hardened nature, is visibly pained by this request. His struggle to balance the duty he feels toward his empire and his love for his mother adds a layer of vulnerability to his character, showing that he is, at his core, still a man tied to his past and personal responsibilities. His promise to Frances is both heart-wrenching and complex, symbolizing the weight he bears not only as a crime lord but as a son who doesn't want to let go of one of the few people he truly cares about.
He's a kid from the bricks who can't even steal some rims, thinking he's big-time tough guy because he's working with Oz. What's his fuck? Yeah, the Wizard of fucking Oz. Nobody sees this guy, but he's out here pulling all these strings.
Victor, Oz's loyal right-hand man, undergoes a pivotal transformation in this episode. A minor gang member, Squid, approaches Victor, demanding a cut of Oz's drug business. When Victor informs Oz, he receives a clear message: Squid is unwelcome. Pressured and lacking other options, Victor decides to handle the problem himself. He kills Squid, which visibly shakes him, yet he returns to Oz and simply states that the problem was solved. Oz's response, acknowledging that Victor did the right thing, cements their bond, but it also signals a shift. Victor has crossed a line, stepping deeper into the moral gray area of Oz's world, and this action leaves him changed. His role as Oz's ally now includes the weight of violence, echoing the cost of loyalty and the ruthless nature of their world.
He's not that complicated.
So,
He's the best you've ever had.
Sofia's obsession with breaking Oz leads her to confront Eve, a mysterious woman linked to him. She arrives at Eve's apartment and at gunpoint, interrogates her about Oz's whereabouts. Surprisingly, Eve is unfazed, even mocking Sofia by implying that Oz wouldn't come to her rescue if she were in trouble. The dynamic here is complex. Sofia tries to get under Eve's skin, but Eve's loyalty remains unbroken. However, when Sofia unveils details of Oz's violent past with her father, Carmine, Eve's composure falters. She reveals that Oz is hiding in Crown Point. The revelation gives Sofia a critical advantage, bringing her one step closer to Oz. Yet, the interaction highlights that Eve isn't just a pawn. She's someone with her own understanding of Oz's flaws and strengths, making her a potential wild card in the ongoing power struggle.
They're right over there! Across the Elliott Bridge! The bridge that was built by your ancestors, Donny boy! But it ain't named Sullivan, huh? No, it's named for the rich crooks who took credit for your family's hard work. They run shit, we eat shit!
In one of the episode's most critical scenes, Oz brings together all of Gotham's gang leaders for a meeting he calls the Gold Summit. It's a bold and risky move. These are men and women who only understand power and profit, and they've all heard stories of Oz's betrayals. The distrust is evident, especially from Zhao, a prominent leader who openly questions Oz's loyalty. In a decisive moment, Oz shocks the room by revealing that he killed Alberto Falcone. The admission is both a show of strength and a reminder of his ruthlessness, positioning Oz as someone who isn't afraid to sacrifice anyone to achieve his goals. His pitch is simple yet effective. With their combined forces, they can control Gotham, taking power away from the city's wealthy elite. This appeal to their shared interest wins over the gang leaders, solidifying an uneasy alliance that could shift Gotham's power balance.
Like the bed below above and lead us on to love. Whoa.
After forcing Councilman Hattie to restore power, Oz returns home to Crown Point, a neighborhood that now has electricity again, providing a brief relief from the surrounding chaos. Francis, feeling a rare moment of peace, begins to dance with Victor, offering a gentle scene that contrasts sharply with the episode's brutality. It's a fragile, almost surreal moment, a glimpse into the lives of those entangled in Gotham's crime world. But the peace is short-lived, as Sofia breaks into the apartment, watching them from the shadows. Her silent presence serves as a reminder that Oz's battle with her is far from over, and no one in his life is safe. Episode 6 of The Penguin offers a multi-layered exploration of Gotham's underworld, with Oz caught in an ever-tightening web of alliances, threats, and personal losses. This episode delves into what makes us both feared and vulnerable, showing the price he pays for his empire. His willingness to reveal his darkest acts, like killing Alberto Falcone, and his brutal response to Sofia's provocations demonstrate his ambition and cunning. But as Sofia closes in on him, with Eve and Victor also walking a fine line between loyalty and fear, Oz's control over Gotham and his empire feels increasingly precarious. The episode ends with the city on the brink of an all-out gang war, a complex dance of survival, power, and revenge. Oz's journey is not just about becoming Gotham's kingpin. It's about facing the emotional, moral, and physical battles that come with it. As The Penguin heads into its final episodes, we are left wondering whether Oz will rise or fall, and at what cost. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.